Flat sea state. Well, you don't care that there's no wind?
Yeah, I want wind.
Yeah.
Just don't want
smelly
big
diesel off. Oh, we'll get some soon. A couple of hours, get some breeze. Just so you know, this smells beautiful. It's the real deal. Frangipanis, beautiful colours. We're kind of in two minds. We want to take it off so it survives longer, but maybe then the symbolism is lost.
I think so. I think keep it there because it was put on by that lovely lady at the wharf.
Yeah. Last little bit of Fiji. Out through the reef. Surf breaks out here. Probably can't see it on camera, but there's a few surfers out on the wave. I think there might be a competition at the moment. Is there, Emma?
I'm not sure.
There's a competition sometime.
Championship through Cloud Break.
Yeah, okay. It's a beautiful day. The breeze is just starting to build now. As soon as we come out of the reef, out from under the shadow of the island, Vitu Levu. Suddenly we got 9.9, 10 knots. Look at that. See the tower? The judge's tower way over there?
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
And there's Musket Cove we have got there. Pretty much a farewell Fiji. Thank you so much. Right, so Fiji flag has come down, even though we're not technically out of Fijian waters. Stops it flogging around and wearing out because we want to be able to use this again next time we come to Fiji. So we really do want to come back.
Oh, totally. There was so much we didn't see,
Yeah.
you know, and that's okay. We took our time and we saw some great things, but certainly there are other islands we'd love to explore, other parts of Fiji.
There's lots of it to see, isn't there? So many. So there it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you again. Vanaka, 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 vanaka. And Mother Fiji. Have you thought about your favourites yet?
I have got my favourites.
You got your favourites, all right. Cockpit chatter.
Yep.
Let's go.
First favourite, I think, would have to be the Fijian people. Like, just saying bula, bula, bula is so much fun. It's just such a fun word, and it really reflects the kind of spirit and warmth and hospitality of the people. Very quick to smile, very quick to recognise your humanity. So that would be my first favourite. Second favourite is definitely, it's a bit like New Zealand, like you can anchor in a beautiful spot, get off the boat, walk up a hill. We had lots of really lovely walks here. So that was definitely a favourite as well. And I think just the water, the beautiful tropical waters and the marine life and the corals, that's just been lovely. You know, some mornings you wake up and you can see the anchor at 15 metres. And it's just so inviting to jump in and swim. Yeah, so they were my favourites. What about you?
My favourites are pretty much, the warm water, comfortable temperature water. No dangerous sharks. Well, they do have bull sharks, but we never saw any. And everyone swims here, and everyone says it's pretty safe. So swimming with reef sharks and the manta rays. The manta rays was just a bomb for me. That had me really excited. I loved getting in with those magnificent creatures. I also loved the Yasawas in general, particularly when we first came to the Yasawas at the top end, the village there, and the people there. There's some gorgeous people. Oni and her husband, Winston, yeah, they looked after us really well. Well, It was Watson.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
Wa-
elementary.
It wasn't Princeton. It was Watson. Elementary, my dear Watson. That was probably one of my favourite spots. And there was a couple of anchorages down that part of the coast, the northern Yassels. I was just like, wow, this is gorgeous, quiet, secluded, and just beautiful spots. Bay of Islands on Vanuatu. That was also absolutely fantastic. Again, we could get off and walk. We found these walks. We were in great company. We had a great group of lovely yachts around us and really good people. And we were swimming every day. Just beautiful bommies, beautiful coral. There's been fantastic snorkeling in Fiji too. Just great snorkeling. So I think they're probably my tops. I did enjoy our little quiet one in Little Bay. It was cool. And city-wise, Savo was a great place to be stuck for a week. Really, it's got some, cheap curries. It's just easy to find a lot of things and very friendly people. And I second you on that. The people, magnificent, all around Fiji, very friendly. The kids are lovely. They're open, and in the villages, very much so. Yeah, that's my Fiji wrap up. Bonza Bula. Mode. Conditions, pretty magic. Doing about 6 to 7 knots, 15, 16 knots of breeze at the moment. On the beam. A little bit of roll, but not too bad. We're pretty much making a beeline for Vanuatu, for where we're heading, which is an island called Tanna. What we're going to, Tanna. There's a volcano on Tanna. I want to go see it. We got about 18 to 20 knots now. Really good times. We're seeing 8.5s. Probably averaging about 7.5, I reckon, at the moment. It's on the beam. And we cracked a pineapple. It's delicious. That's all that's left. Oh, and my bit. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. Well, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, day 2. Just had a hot chocolate. It was yummy that Emma made. A great idea, actually. I never would have thought of it. A milky one. And we are now doing about 6 to 7 knots. Winds abating steadily. It's down to around 16, 17. Expected to die out to pretty much nothing at some stage today. So hoping we've come far enough south to avoid the dip in it as much as possible. But we'll see. I'll do another weather out shortly. It was kind of a bumpy night, lots of roll, some sort of fairly big rollers coming through. The winds got up to about 26, 27s at times. Mostly gusts, short-lived gusts, but you'd still be probably 20, 30 seconds in that sort of strength. So we had to back the sail off a little bit, double reef the main, and kept the station on jib out full though, so it wasn't too bad, and we were making great time. So had a really good run. I think we're up around about 125 or 26 miles since we left yesterday, and we've still got about 2 hours to 24 hours, so we'll probably nail about 130 or something, maybe close to 140, which I'm pretty happy with that. That's an average of 7 per hour. Yeah, sea state. I should give you a look at it. see it's not huge, but it's lumpy, probably about 2.5 metres or something. It's a beautiful morning, sun's up. I'm dog tired. You can always tell when people are tired when they're doing vlogs there off their watches. It's messy hair, droopy eyes, slow speech. That's how it feels out here. Pretty exhausted. I got about 4 to 5 hours of sleep through the night, and that was it. That's all I've had. So pretty keen to get off watch again. When Emma's had a good sleep, hopefully she'll sleep properly. Fingers crossed. She was a bit of a trooper last night and did a good 5 hours for me off watch, so I can get some rest. It's about 9:40, day 2. We covered about 156 miles, I think it was. Yeah, first 24 hours. Pretty happy with that. That was good going. We've got about 310 to go now. So we're more than a quarter of the way, but not quite a third. But, a few more hours will be a third of the way. And we're making pretty good time overall. So happy. It's a sunny, warm day. I've changed the rig, pulled out the headsail, the jib. Still got the staysail in fairly tight there, just to pick up a little bit of extra. Get the nose down in the main. I've shook out the reefs and put the full main up. Not going any brake speed records, but we're doing about 5.5 steady. Oh, flying fish. I caught another flying fish on the deck this morning. I don't know how long it had been there. It was hiding under the gas bottom. Sea state is settling a little bit. The wind's backing off. But our trajectory's pretty good. The wind will die out late tonight, a lot of things, or later, about 8 or 9. We'll see. That's their prediction. See what happens. Roll it off. It's 18:23 on the nail. And this has been our day today, pretty much. Just pulled out this morning, jib up, staysail up, full main, pulled the reef out, wind died back. It's been about anywhere between 10 and 13 knots all day. We've had Wendy sailing us all day. We're not on a beeline for destination, but we're kind of making a bit of southing, which is good because we need a bit of southing. There'll be a different wind front coming through tomorrow sometime, and this is due to back out steadily, so we'll see what happens, but looks like they've been pretty accurate actually. This is probably the most accurate forecasting I've seen for a bit. Been on the money. I have been sleeping, napping all day pretty much. I was really tired. Emma just didn't feel like sleeping, so she's been sitting up here all day, and I kept popping my head up going, do you want to rest? And she's like, no, I'm right. So I'll have some more then, thanks. So I've had a lot of sort of short sleeps, not really deep long ones, but short sleeps all day. And now it's my watch till I don't know when, 7 till midnight, something like that we'll do. See how we're rolling. And I reckon I'll have the motor on by about then. This will be pretty easy. The hardest part of that is getting the pole off when it's time on my own, which I'll have to do. But I got it on my own, so hey, getting it off's easy. Yeah, so it's been a pretty cruisy day. It's still a bit rolly though. It's not a big sea state, it's just kind of just on our beam, so it's roly-poly all the time. Does that with the sails, slams land. Just not quite enough wind to keep them full, but anyway. We're still moving, we're still doing faster than we could be motoring, so it's just after 1 AM. Day 3 therefore. I've been on watch since about 7, so I'm pretty knackered. I'm going to go wake Emma up. It's been a long watch, but it's been fun. A bit of exercise, did some editing. Hasn't been a lot of wind, that's what there hasn't been. Another flying fish suicidal hit the deck. Throw it in. Should start keeping them and have a feed after a day or two. Just got no wind at the moment, so I'm motor sailing. Got the jib out just to steady her a little bit. Running with the roll, so it's way less rolly than it was. It's a lot more comfortable, and it's back. Sort of come out of the worst of that as well, so pretty much heading straight for the island for Tanner. So the most exciting part, that we're more than halfway, just past the halfway zone. It's good going. So I'm going to go get some sleep. Good night.
Good morning. I've had a really nice watch. It's been very quiet. The motor's been running, which is not so great, but sea state very calm. But within a space of about 20 minutes, this has started to happen. It's gone from about 4 knots of breeze up to 18, and I saw a big black cloud, must have been in the front, just to the south. So I think we're getting the edge of that now. But it's amazing how changeable the sea is. It never ceases to blow me away, really, that 1 minute it can be gentle and calm and looking like you could get your paddleboard out, and the next minute it's really starts to whip up and you get white caps, swells building. Sam's gone straight from having a sleep and being cozy and warm in bed to having to get up and help him with the sails.
Now that's more like it. Now we're doing 8 knots, pretty comfortably, and we're crossing an ocean, probably. Moving along. We've got 209.8 nautical miles to go. We're striking about 250 degrees. We need to be at about 258 degrees, which is fine. We've got a bit of leeway. I can run off if I need to. Just gonna pinch her up a bit. I'm gonna go check the weather system and see what they reckon it's going to do, and then I'll adjust a little bit. If we can run off, I'll run off a fraction. Otherwise I want to just make that little big round. I know that this southerly is going to stay with us all the way. Came in earlier than they reckoned, so we might end up with a bit more strength in it, which means we want to be able to run off for certain later on as the sea picks up. It's gone from flat calm with a bit of swell to choppy 1 foot chop straight away, and still the swell. Gets boisterous again, but we are moving. Woo.
talked about this before or not, but cuttering. I'm going to start with cuttering. Probably mentioned it a few times, but this boat's set up with a staysail and a roller jib, or we can swap the jib to a Genoa for glider air stuff. It's a bit of a palaver to do that. So at sea we always just carry the jib and the staysail. And the staysail's hanked on, which means it's got clips running up a stay instead of furling. So it's a bit harder to put it up. You've got to go up on the foredeck and pull it up, but it's a few minutes and it's up. And when you want to drop it, it's under the halyard and poof, it's down on the deck, and you can quickly tie it away or just leave it flogging around on the deck if you're really in an emergency. So there's a few benefits. When I was getting the staysail cut for the boat, a new one, because the old ones were really, really old and seemingly not pretty well cut at all, and the new jib as well, my sailmaker was talking to me about how the staysail will work, and expressed a few things that I've since learnt firsthand that he was absolutely right. So this is when it really comes into its own. We're on a kind of a close reach, I guess. We're sort of doing 60 degrees to 70 degrees, and by running the staysail and the jib together, we definitely get a good benefit. And I'll double reef the main, so I take the power off the back end of the boat out of the mainsail, keep that pretty small, as small as it can be without dropping it, and put the load up the front with the staysail and the jib, full jib, and that way she pulls the nose down a bit with the staysail, and it's kind of like the staysail brings up the bottom end of the speed to a higher point, so you might not see a higher top end necessarily, or you might only see half a knot, but if you watch carefully at the bottom end, you'll see that doesn't slow down as much either. So that's where you sort of get this long-term benefit over 24 hours or something. It's a huge difference, and you can see how well she sails through this from the footage. On this sort of angle, she really gets up in boogies. We're doing an average of probably 7.5. I'm seeing 8, 8.1 right now, 8.9, 8.6, 8.7, and then it drops back to say 6.9, and it'll come back up. So those are the kind of speeds we can expect. It's not too bumpy. Of course, as the wind picks up today, it will probably get more choppy, but at the moment it's reasonable. And it's supposed to, it should veer a bit. We've come in on the, it's a high, top end of a high, so it's angling a little bit into us at the moment, so we're a bit closer, and then slowly as the day goes on and into tomorrow, we'll be running off with it a little bit more as it curls around under us, or round us basically. So that's what we've got to look forward to. Some good sailing and good breezes. With 196 miles to go, we'll crack it down. Different from 3 hours ago in flat calm, motoring, no sail up at all, and then to this beautiful sailing, fast, and a cup of tea. Even better, just to make the day magic. It doesn't seem to matter how easy the crossing is. Day one you're always excited and you're hyped and you've been running around getting ready to go, so you're usually a bit tired but a bit running on hyper energy. And then day two, that takes it out of you because you're bouncing around, you're in the sea, you're not getting proper sleep, and it all catches up with you and you hit the wall. Everybody's hit the wall and everybody's exhausted and you feel like, oh, what are we doing out here? This is terrible. It's hard work. And then you kind of get a good sleep after that because your sort of body just goes, you know what, you have to sleep. And if you get into your routines and everyone looks after each other, then you get your sleep in, you start to feel better. Day three, you kind of get in the routine and you get into the motion. You don't feel the motion is as difficult so much as it's like, I don't know, riding a surfboard on a wave. You just go with it. You direct the surfboard a bit, but you're rolling with it all the time. There's motion, but it doesn't necessarily have to be uncomfortable motion. You're just rolling with it. It makes a big difference. So now I feel good. I'm a little tired, I suppose, because I haven't had full sleeps, but I've had pretty good sleep last night. I got really good sleep and slept a fair bit yesterday, on and off. And I'm fairly excited that we're well and truly past halfway. And there you go. That's my little cockpit chatter on day 3 at sea.
This crossing so far has been really wonderful. Let's hope it keeps going that way. It feels like we're really getting into the groove of crossings as well. Like we're just comfortable with taking longer sleeps and longer watches, and we're confident with each other. And the boat, of course, as well. The winds have been kind, good directions. Let's hope it keeps going that way. We're really looking forward to making it to Vanuatu for the next step in our adventures. Thank you so much for watching.
While Earth is charging free across the surface of a broken sea, deep blue desert, bright blue sky, dapper clouds are drifting by. Wind astern, we slide down the miles, hills abeam, cliffs steep and high. East Cape ahead, some glint to the right, creaking boards and the whirring pilot. This was not your average overnight passage. Sunsets with red glow, shooting stars, volcano. This was not your average overnight passage.